Right, so welcome back to the Oxfordshire Man channel. A bit of a slightly different video for you today. I'm out in the forest. As you can see, I have got my drones with me. The place really is just waiting for a spark, and then the whole place is just gonna, like, you know, go up in flames. So what I have got with me today, because I am going to be doing a bit of a cookout, all right, but not using any flames, all right. So we have got some rain with us today, by the way, hence the reason for the a bit of a tarp here. So I have got my Vtoman, which is my power unit there, fully charged up. That will run microwave, and also it'll run my kettle as well. I've got some bacon today. I got some bacon, so I've not had breakfast. So I think what I'm going to do is just to start the morning off as it ought to be started off, with a nice cup of tea and I think a bacon sandwich. What do you reckon, boys? Hey? I don't seem very interested right now, but give it 5 minutes. I think they will be. Anyway, we get the kettle on, we're going to get the bacon in the microwave oven, and we're going to have a good old nosh out. Big shout out to Simon and Steve, by the way, two guys there who've bought cam caps. Your caps have been posted and they are on their way. Also, guys, just for YouTubers, this is just for subscribers and YouTubers in general, I have lowered the price of the cam cap. So there's a link down below. You can go and click on that and go and get your cam cap. Also, the people who've bought at the more expensive price, I've given you a refund, I think of about £3, 61p or thereabouts. So you've now been brought down to the current price, so nobody's going to be losing out. Anyway, guys, enough of the intro. I'm going to make myself some breakfast because I'm starving. I do want a cup of tea because I've only had one this morning. And it's just a wonderful place to be. First thing is first, I'm going to put some water in the kettle. Just enough for a cup of tea. What I have noticed, guys, okay, what I've noticed is that the cup has been broken. It's got a bloody hole in it, so that's no damn good, is it? Ah dear. Okay. Right, so we are we're all kind of well, it's all going really, I suppose. The microwave oven is doing its thing with some bacon inside. It's down to 85%. That will probably run that, I suppose, for the best part of maybe half an hour, there or thereabouts. I've also boiled the kettle with maybe about half a litre of boiled water in there, and I've had to dispose of some of the milk. It's just in there actually, and I've got it in the plastic milk container, so I'm going to let that cool down for a while. But man cannot live on water alone. He must have a cup of tea and a bacon sandwich once in a while. So there we go. So yeah, it's just a different setup today, guys. I thought I'd take myself out here. I've basically got the whole day to myself, and I just wanted to get out here. I've not done anything really for the past few days. I try and upload as frequently as I possibly can. So what I'm going to do now, is just settle back, I think, and have my bacon sandwich. You can all watch me eat that, and have me, well, I would say cup of tea, but it's not really in a cup, is it? Have me plastic, I don't know, container full of tea. I think what I'll do then, I'll have a bit of a fly around with the Neo, and just really just embrace the wonderments of nature, really. You know, I think it's really important that we do actually do things spontaneously. I think that's one of the spices of life, as it were. You know, I'm 60 years of age now. I think if I do all the right things and I get lucky with my health, I think I've probably got 10 years, maybe 15 years, max I suppose 15 years of really quite productive time ahead of me. And you know, I'm just trying to make the most of the time which I've kind of got, you know, on the planet. And he's got himself some brown sauce, of course. Got to have brown sauce with bacon, haven't you? Got to have brown sauce with bacon. It'd be a crime without it. A little bit more, and I'm going to leave some for the little doggies, because they also like a little bit of bacon. Probably not good for a mind, but who wants to live forever, eh? There we go. He's got his bacon sandwich. I'm just going to let that cool down, then the dogs can have that then. Okay, right, I'm sat fairly comfortable in my chair. I've also got myself, I would like to say a cup of tea, but it ain't. Oh, that's something to drink though, I suppose. Tastes much nicer in a cup, doesn't it? Anyway, we're gonna get filming on this. This is the DJI Neo. Shooting at 1080p, 60 frames per second, and we're going to take it off. Just going to have a little wander around, shall we then, guys? FPV style. Okay, right then. Just going to have a bit of an adventure, just to show you my my immediate location around here. So there's any Yetis in here, shall we? Any Yetis? Smell the bacon? Or they come looking for the bacon, I wonder? be really great if I could actually see a deer and I could land it sort of fairly close to it, and I just want to see what the deer would do, whether it would come up to it and have a bit of a sniff. It might even jump on it or something and smash the damn thing. Try telling that to DJI. Yeah, so what happened then, Andy, to your drone? What happened this time? So, well, you're not going to believe it, but a deer jumped on it. Oh, right, okay. You sure it wasn't a Yeti then? Oh, well, don't take the piss. Come on then. I've only got it on medium or cine mode or whatever. I've not got it on super duper fast mode. Oh yes, I've done a hack, by the way, in the goggles. And he forgets to put his bloody aerials up again, or what you want to call them. It's supposed to give me longer range throughout this wood. The hack, okay. I have taken the SD card out because I'm kind of a bit low in the SD card department at the moment. Just having a bit of a transmission issue here, guys, so I'm just going to bring it back towards me. Yeah, so anyway, thanks to sorry I didn't get your name, but you're an absolute hero, mate. I've got some great YouTubers out there, just, you know, in this little community which I'm kind of part of, I suppose. Thanks, guys, for all your, you know, tips and whatever else. It really is super duper helpful. You know, we have some nice cordial kind of like messages and comments in the discussion there, which is always good. Right, let's have a bout over here, shall we? Because I don't think we've been over this side yet. We might see some deer. And if I do, I just want to land it. I'm not going to go belting it through, guys, okay? Peter did say, you're going too fast, you need to slow down a bit, we can't see what's going on, and I completely understand and get that. You know, because the whole idea about my channel, my videos, it really is to just give you guys an insight of what the drone's kind of seeing, really. You know, I feel very privileged to be able to get out to places like this and to do what I do, because not everyone can. You know, there's a whole load of people out there who can't get out to places like this to do what I do. You know, it's a kind of a cheap substitute in a sense. Just being out here, being part of it, obviously is the bigger thing. It's a massive attraction. But just weaving my way through the woods as I do, it's just a wonderful thing to do. You know, so it gives me great pleasure to want to come out here and do what I do, and two, you know, to share my experience with other people who are maybe less fortunate than myself. You know, thanks, guys. You know, and you know, you watch my videos, and you know, you comment, you take the time to do that, and as a bit of a payback in a sense, you know, I sell my cam caps a bit cheaper to, you know, to my subscribers. Right, I'm just glitching up a little bit here. It's a bit of a pathway there, so I'm just gonna maybe take it up here a bit. I'm gonna dive in once again. Yeah, so so I've reduced the price of the cam caps to YouTubers. Just as a way of just a thank you, really, I suppose. You know, it's a win-win situation, so I earn a bit, you guys get a good product because I make them myself. Yeah, you know, the caps are imported from China and all the plastic bits as well. You know, but I have to kind of convert them into cam caps, as it were. Right, we're back to ground zero now. There we go. We just take you out here. Let's see if I can just fly out the wood. I'm going to stick it on sports mode. Right, we're now on sports mode. Bit of a wander out here, shall we? I'm going to loop you back round, and I'm going to take you up. You can see we've got clouds in the UK today. We're down to 35% battery. power, so I'm gonna have a bit of a fly around with it. So Base Andy is sort of down there somewhere, pretty much. What a beautiful place to be, eh? What just a wonderful place to be. Wonderful, isn't it? Just to be part of this is just I just find it amazing. I really do. Right, so doing this is kind of like, I call it forest surfing. So you're just kind of zipping between the tree line in a sense. I'm just going to whip it up because I'm just losing signal. I'm going to bank it back round, come back down towards myself. And yeah, it's great, isn't it? What a fantastic hobby these are. Right, you want to return to home then. I just double clicked it, double tapped it. You don't want this thing returning to home, do you? Especially when it's right the way up there. Right, we're just weaving. Oops. Right, we're not too far away from me. Just gonna stick it on normal mode. I'll take it back to myself, I think. Which is kind of over this way, really. I believe. Whee! There we go. Good stuff. Whoop. Bank it back round. And we'll take you in. There we go. Welcome to Base Andy. Oh, a nice drink of my tea now, I think. Wherever that is. And I'm just... There he is, look, just there. And it wants to land, which is fine. Right, so not everyone likes FPV flying. Not everyone. There are some people who kind of suffer with motion sickness. I'm kind of getting used to it, to be honest. I do like FPV, it has to be said. But I've now got the Flip, and I'm just going to get into the app. We'll take the Flip up, I think. We get recording straight away. We take it up, take it out.
Take off. Home point updated.
And let's take it over in this direction. So I'm going to put it on cine mode. So for those people who don't necessarily like FPV for whatever reason, yeah, I completely get that. We're going to take you out for a bit of just a nice jaunt with the Flip. It's a lot more difficult to fly, to be honest, because looking through the goggles is a lot easier than actually looking through. I'm just going to turn my cam cap on. You'll be able to see them probably. I don't know if it's picking up very well. I'm only using the GoPro up here, guys. Okay, but using the sticks, the RC unit, is a lot more difficult than actually using the motion controller. Just that you can see a lot more when you're using your goggles, kind of a thing. But still, it's all good fun. It's all just being out here, really. And I'm even glitching up now. You know, I'm just losing transmission signal with the Flip. It's saying 188 meters away. I don't think I'm that far away, to be honest. But I'll take it back in a kind of a homeward direction. But you'll notice a bump up in the quality of the footage between the Neo and the Flip. The Flip's got a better camera. If they can have this camera in the Neo 2 as and when that comes out, and they might even be able to make that 3-axis gimbal rather than the 2-axis gimbal. That would be good. That would be really, really good, actually. Then, you know, that would go a long way really towards, you know, making the Neo 2 a fantastic drone. I mean, it's a great drone as it is, to be honest. Oh dear, a bit of a knock there, but I think I'm all right. Yeah, I'm okay. We just carry on. I just got to take it a bit steady. That's so I go a bit quick sometimes. I get a bit excited. As you can imagine, being in a place like this, why wouldn't you, eh? I'll just take it back over here, I think. Yeah, but it really does concentrate your mind. You know, you're looking to gaps to fly into, and sometimes just a little twig will come along and whack, you know, out of the sky it comes, kind of a thing.
Battery level is low.
Okay.
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
Right, I'm going to bring this one back because this one's going to want to go up in the air. Oh gosh, and I've gone and crashed it. Yeah. Gone and crashed the damn thing, ain't I? Dang it. Anyway, I'll have a cup of tea and we're going to go and fetch it, boys. We've got to go and rescue. We've got to go out there in the jungle again where all the Yetis are. We might get yetied. We might get yeted. You never know. Anyhow, that was fun. Enjoyed that. Yeah. Anyway, I must say that the forest is looking really, really good. We have had a severe lack of rain, which I think the next few days that's going to be fixed up. I think it's going to be absolutely chucking it down. I think maybe tomorrow and the next day. But my gosh, we really do need it. It's been a really, really, really dry summer. And that's one of the reasons why I come up here, you know, without matches and without a lighter. Just because one ember that floats off somewhere could land in a really dry patch of grass, and all of a sudden, you know, you've got a bit of a problem, haven't you? I think the fires around Europe this year have been really, really bad, and also in the UK as well. Right, so I'm all packed up. I've left camp base pretty much. I've taken my tarpaulin down. Yeah, just leave without a trace pretty much. Yeah, so I'm all ready to go. I've got my microwave oven, I've got my power pack, I've got my chair, I've got my kettle in there, I've got all my bits and pieces of plastic and whatever else. So it's just a matter of me just sort of making an exit, really, just getting out of here, just making sure that I've left nothing behind. Afternoon. Yeah, it's been really good. I've really enjoyed my time out here once again in the woods with my little drones here, just flying around, just being really at one with nature. I think that's a really, really important thing to do. You know, although I'm in my 60s now, it doesn't stop me from getting out here and, you know, being part of something which I think is quite amazing. You know, so I think, you know, when you get to my sort of stage in life, you begin to realise that you know, there's a lot more life behind you than you've got ahead of you. So it's always very good to try and make the most of what you've got.